So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the sauce. So the sauce is fairly simple. It's just a sunflower butter tahini sauce, which is very similar to like a peanut sauce. So I already have in a bowl here some sunflower butter, some raw tahini, as well as a little bit of date syrup that I already mixed into the sunflower butter. And I'm just gonna mix this up. And then I'm going to add some minced garlic, minced ginger, and the recipe also calls for chilies, but I'm not going to use chilies for mine because spicy stuff just has not been agreeing with me lately. Even before this cleanse, so I'm kind of wanting to just start over with my eating to see what works and what doesn't. And I'm only making a little bit because I'm the only one in my house that's going to be eating this. So for just this little bit, I just used like a tablespoon of tahini and a tablespoon of sunflower butter, equal parts. And then you can use kelp seasoning in order to season, like for saltiness, but I'm going to use key lime, whatever I have left in this one, because this is my last one since I've been juicing. And I'm jumping right in, y'all, because it's morning here and I know it's nighttime for y'all. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. So I have the juice of one lime minus the corner. And I'm gonna pick the seeds out because they did fall in here. All of your fruit should be seeded. All right, set this to the side. And you can also put some like raw sesame seeds in here if you want. And as you add the lemon, it is going to thicken up. I think it's just the components from the sesame, the tea, oops, I thought I took the waiting room off, from the tahini and the, there we go. From the tahini, whenever the acid hits it from the lime, it just thickens. So if it does that, just add water right on top of it, or you can add like a plant-based milk if you want. I'm gonna do water because I have that right in front of me and I didn't bring my nut milk bag, so I can't make my plant-based milk. I'm trying not to buy anything else while I'm here, as it pertains to bulk items from the store, because I am going home for the holidays. I'm leaving on Monday, so I only have less than a week left in Thailand before I go home for the holidays and then come back. So I don't want to buy anything and then just have it sitting and going bad or waste money and have to give it away. I took the waiting room off and it's still making me admit people. Let's see. It's not letting me. That's fine though. So for those who are just now coming in, all I have here is, I'm doing the sauce first. So this is just equal parts of tahini, and I'm saying equal parts because right now, I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this in my house. So I did equal parts of sunflower butter and tahini, and then I added a little bit of water because once you add any type of lemon, lime, or acid to the tahini, it does thicken up. And then I have sunflower butter, it's sweetened with date syrup, and I put lime juice in here. And it smells really good. So this is very similar to like a peanut sauce. You can make it as thick or thin as you want. And feel free to take yourselves off of mute if you do have any questions. I don't like quiet time. I mean, I do like quiet time, but I want you guys to ask questions and we can talk while I'm going through the steps, because I am curious to hear about how your 7 days of juicing went, as well as how everything went with you guys breaking your fast. Because for me, I will say that this is the first time that I was kind of nervous breaking fast. And I think I was nervous because I don't know about you guys and if you fasted before, but this was by far the easiest fast that I've ever done from beginning to end. I don't think I didn't have any days where I struggled or had any, you know, type of withdrawal symptoms. So for me, it hit a little bit different for me this time. Not sure if any of you had that same experience, but right now I'm just mincing some garlic and some ginger because I'm gonna throw that into my dressing. And my garlic is going to be roughly minced. The pieces are gonna be very chunky because I want mine super gingery. Let me make sure nobody else is coming in here. And I saw everybody posting what you all broke fast with. I saw some smoothies, I saw some veggies, kept it very simple. Does anybody want to take their self off of mute to tell me how you felt after breaking fast? What your expectations were versus how you actually felt? If not, that's fine too. I know it's late for some of y'all. It's like really hot in here, but the AC is super loud. And if you haven't registered already for the second part to the herbal workshop, it's going to be, let me make sure nobody else needs to be admitted. It's going to be on Thursday, our guided meditation. I highly, highly recommend all of you to sign up for that. It'll be an excellent guided meditation to kind of get you ready for bed. So my recommendation is make sure that you're comfortable, you have a pillow, you have a blanket, something warm, you're in a very quiet space away from noise, because it is definitely, I was like, did I cut that garlic already? It's definitely going to put you in a very relaxed state. Every time I listen to Amethyst with all of her videos or her guides where she's just talking and there's not a video for me to watch, her voice just does something where it automatically just makes me feel so relaxed and I just want to fall asleep. And I saw that Jesse already made his sushi roll, which looked good. I don't know what was in it though, because I don't know if you posted what was in it. Is Jesse in here? Yeah, Jesse's in here. Jesse, what did you put in your sushi roll?
So I had did like a mushroom walnut type of meat.
Ooh.
With like posted with like garlic, the kelp seasoning, a little chili powder, and like cumin, and then what else? Carrots. I soaked some red onions to take out the bite a little bit. Put that in there. Avocado. Uh, then I had made like a little spread with like mushroom, pineapple, cilantro, and jalapeno.
How do you like the kelp seasoning?
I like it. Yeah, I'm used to using kelp seasoning in like certain like dishes I'm making and stuff. So it wasn't too foreign to me. So yeah, I don't mind it at all.
But I mean, how do you like it in stuff that you wouldn't usually use it in? Because I know for me, I used to only use kelp seasoning and anything that I wanted to have like a seafood or fishy type of taste. But then once I realized, just kelp seasoning being better for you overall, I started using it in other things. So
I mean, you can tell
I
the
tried it in
like the
anything else
difference
other
in
than the fishy type of dishes.
uh I want to say, what else have I used it in? I probably would use it in other things because I don't like it it's like too salty. To me the fish tastes kind of like you really can't taste it too much outside like when you mix it with nori flakes and stuff like that. So I would use it in other dishes for sure.
Okay. Not me
So
about to break this spoon. All right.
so that
So what did you say?
the kelp has a fishy kind of taste. I haven't tried it yet. I bought it, but I haven't gotten it yet.
If you give it a smell, well, let me not say fishy. It tastes like the ocean because it's seaweed, but it's not quite as strong as seaweed.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
with
no
like
problem.
when you use like the nori flakes, it like the nori sheet rolls, that's gonna give you more of like a stronger taste. It's gonna kind of hide like the kelp seasoning a little bit. But like if you use it standalone in like other dishes, you might be able to like tell a little bit.
I broke my fast with sea moss, so I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. If you can mix sea moss in a smoothie and drink it and be okay with it, then you'll be all right with kelp seasoning in your food. All right, let's taste. I think I'm gonna add some more of my sunflower butter to this. So instead of doing equal parts for the tahini and the, oh, I can definitely taste that garlic. Instead of doing equal parts for the tahini and whatever nut butter you're using for the sauce, I say use double the nut butter and just half of the tahini. So this is my sauce. And mine is very watery because I like mine I don't like have to dig and scrape. I just like to dip it and then eat it so that way it can like soak down everything that's inside of the wrap. So what I have for my wrap, I have some lettuce. I have cilantro with the stem that I'm going to be putting in it. I also have some yellow bell pepper, some radish, carrot, and I also have some sunflower sprouts or sunflower shoots, but sunflower sprouts, they're all the same thing. And then I have my nori here from the Asian market that's up the street. Everything here is roasted. Like to find raw nuts, it is extremely hard. So they have like it's like an Asian version of Lazada, but it's called, I mean, an Asian version of Amazon, but it's called Lazada. So I've been having to order things from them, but they all come in bulk. So for this, I'm just trying to be mindful of what I have and making sure that I'm not spending money on stuff that I can't take home with me. I mean, this is home, but that I can't take to Atlanta on the plane. I'm gonna do it this way because this is where the lines are. So really, this is simple. There's different ways you can do this. If you're not good at rolling, sushi that is, or anything, then my recommendation is to kind of do a hand roll situation. So with the hand roll, actually, I'll do the hand roll way because I'm really not that great at rolling sushi, but I will try for you guys. So I'm just gonna pile everything on. I'm gonna do 2 different rolls actually. All right, so I'm gonna put my cilantro on here because I don't think it tastes like soap. I think cilantro is delicious. And then I got my soaked. Make sure you soak your sprouts, your shoots, everything. All right, so I got the sunflower shoots. They also had pea shoots, but pea shoots are too sweet for me. So I'm actually gonna turn this sideways. So right in the middle, like that. And then I'm gonna add my peppers, my carrots, find the thin ones. And then I have some cucumber. So essentially this is like a salad wrap. If you've ever been to Tseli's in Atlanta, it's marketed as raw vegan, but it's really not because some of the stuff they use is processed. But if you've ever been there, they do have a option where you can get a nori wrap instead of getting the tortilla wrap that they have. It's messy, but it's really good, or at least it was. They kind of fell off a little bit. And then last, I have avocado. So somebody asks you where you're getting your protein. If you decide to be plant-based, tell them that you eat avocados along with other things. Piece of the seed on there.
Hi, Felicia. Can you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you.
Can you hear me? For your sauce, I kind of missed it because I was doing a bunch of different things. But you said you mixed tahini and did I hear sunflower?
Yeah, I did
Butter?
sunflower butter, but you can use almond butter, you can use cashew, pecan, walnut butter, whatever butter you have, you can use that for it. So
Okay.
I just made enough for myself, but I did 2 parts of the sunflower butter, so 2 tablespoons of sunflower butter, about I'm gonna say about a teaspoon, because I always underestimate the tahini. Is very strong, but do like a teaspoon of the tahini, add lime juice. And I'm gonna make sure I put this in the chat as well as when I post the video.
Okay.
I leave that for my daughter for breakfast because she loves eating plain avocado. But yeah, so for the sauce, this is tahini, 1 part tahini, 2 parts avocado, 2 parts sunflower, but I'm probably confusing the hell out of y'all.
No, you did. My bad. I had missed it when you had said
Oh,
it.
no worries. I started it like before the meeting kind of started. So it's gonna be 1 teaspoon of tahini, 2 tablespoons of whatever nut butter, sunflower butter you have. You can use enough date syrup to sweeten to your liking. Add minced ginger, minced garlic, lime juice, and you can thin it with either water or you can thin it with whatever nut milk that you're using in order to, I guess, make all of your other dishes. Okay. And then you can also add chilies. I didn't add the diced chilies to mine because spicy stuff just has not, the chilies in Thailand are like different from even the Thai chilies back home is not the same thing. So I'm just treading lightly with the spicy stuff out here because my stomach can't take it.
Yeah.
But now that we have all of our vegetables, which is essentially our salad, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can roll it like sushi. I do have sushi mats, but I didn't bring them with me because honestly, I told myself when I got here that I was eating out every day, which I have been doing. And then my cleanse is kind of leading up to the day that I leave. So the cleanse ends the day that I go back to Atlanta. So that was divine as well. I wasn't even thinking about that when I planned it. So what we're gonna do is push everything to one side, or try to, and we're gonna kind of roll it at an angle to where it goes into the shape of like a cone. And then you have a beautiful wrap.
Okay.
So that is the easiest way for me because that way I can eat it like a burrito. I don't have to worry about cutting it and all of the other stuff. Another way to do it, and I don't want this to fall apart. I'm gonna make another one. So I'm just gonna sit this on this plate. And actually, See, and you got to eat it right away because with this hand rolled one, unless you can, actually, let me tuck it to get it to go under without breaking. That's good enough. All right. So for the next one, it's really a tuck and roll type of situation. All right. So you
What
get,
does it, oh, I'm sorry.
oh, go ahead.
What does the date syrup do for the, because I know date syrup, like the one I have is so really bland, does it, can you just do without it? Like, I like spicy stuff, so.
I didn't add any date syrup to, I did add date syrup, but just a little bit. Date syrup is sweet to me and I just eat dates by themselves.
Me
But if
too.
you just want a more salty type of sauce, then you can leave the date syrup off. But it's supposed to add just a little bit of sweetness. So it's like a sweet and spicy type of peanut sauce. Okay, I was like, oh crap, I used her avocado. Because this is the last one, I'm not buying anymore. But I do have another half for her to have whenever she gets up for her school lessons. I would say homeschooling now is a lot easier than it was during COVID. COVID homeschooling was a challenge. I used all my radish, but it's fine. So with this hand rolled sushi, you're just gonna tuck and roll as tight as a tuck as you can get. And then when you get to the end, people in the waiting room, some people come in, some people going. When you get to the end, just seal it with a little bit of water. And then you have your roll there. So this is the part that I struggle with, you guys. Cutting sushi and trying to make it look cute. Like you have to have a really, 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 really good knife, which I don't. But let's see what we can do. I might surprise myself. I'm just gonna start in the middle. I always make like a little first. I mean, that wasn't horrible. What do they call those maki rolls? The ones where they're the thick ones. So this is the other way that you can wrap it, just like that. So these are very simple. I am gonna take a picture of this for the gram. And for like a little, I don't know, this one is ugly now. It's okay. Get back in there. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's not like cute. So this is raw vegan, plant-based. Oh, there. Plant-based sushi rolls and wraps. Let me add some more sunflower butter to this, and then I'm going to, it's like not even 9 in the morning, so I'm not gonna eat this. I'm gonna eat fruit for breakfast, but when I do eat it, I'll make sure that I let you guys know. Hold on 1 second, I'll be back. And I still have on my pajamas and everything. All right. I softened the one that I had up earlier because I keep it in the fridge. So it's not watery when I am spreading it on things. But another thing you could do in your sauce is put like some crushed almonds, hemp seeds, also in your sauce. This is really just a base. I also have some raw sesame seeds that I like to add also, but I'm not going to do that this time because I am avoiding whole seeds for just a little bit. So this is a sauce right here. So you can see the chunks of garlic, you can see the chunks of ginger. I might put a little bit more lime juice in here to give it taste. That is perfect. And I didn't add any kelp seasoning to mine, but it's fine because it still tastes good. I was like, where'd my lime go? Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more lime. And take the seeds out. I missed one. Oh, is this it? Yep. That was a little baby one too. All right, now let's see. Perfect. So really you don't even need the kelp seasoning unless you just want that extra type of taste. So imagine adding fish sauce to like a peanut sauce. It'll kind of give you those vibes if you add the kelp seasoning to it. But this is it. Did anybody have any questions for this upcoming week? We have 2 amazing facilitators that will be hosting workshops and guided meditations this week. So Aisha will be doing the second part to the herbal education. So those surveys that you filled out and the rest of the PowerPoint that I posted on the membership portal, she will be going through those and answering any specific questions that you have. So if you have questions on how to make the elixirs, how to make any type of tinctures, how to make specific herbal blends for something that you're trying to accomplish, whether it's like a parasite cleanse, or you're trying to cleanse your liver or your kidneys or something for heart health, diabetes, high cholesterol, whatever it is, she'll be able to answer those questions for you on the call. So it'll kind of be like our Q&A, and then we have an amazing guided meditation by Amethyst Goddess the day before. And I'm telling you guys, you do not want to miss this one because she is absolutely amazing. Just a magical person who can really just change the energy in your space. If there's anything that you're just wanting to clear or release, like she will be able to do that for you just with her voice. So, and she can sing. I don't think she's singing for us, but she can sing. So, but that's all that I have. Do you guys have any questions before we hop off of here?
I do. Felicia, why do we use kelp instead of salt?
So salt is higher in sodium. Kelp has 90% less sodium than salt, but you're still able to get the saltiness in your dishes from it. So in the past, I guess in my last group that I had, that was when we added on kelp. Before that, we were only using lemon and lime, no kelp seasoning. But a lot of people were saying that they were having to add like a lot of lime and lemon in order to get the saltiness, and then the lime and lemon was overpowering with taste. So that's why I started incorporating kelp, because it has 90% less sodium than salt, but it also doesn't have like that lemony type of taste to it if you're making something that you don't necessarily want to have that taste to it.
Okay.
But you don't have to use it. So everything on my list, these are all recommendations and giving you guys, my daughter just woke up, and giving you guys just recommendations on different things that you can incorporate if you're trying to, you know, make changes even after this cleanse is done. Then everything that I'm giving you, it's not saying do it this way. It's simply a guide. So that way you can make your own decisions. You can use your own discernment. You can do what you like. Just like with when it comes to veganism, and I'm doing this because I have my own opinions about it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You know, if you decide that, and I'm only saying use kelp seasoning instead of salt for the cleanse, because we are truly cleansing the body. We're still going through that cleansing process, even though we're incorporating food now, we're still going through the cleansing process. But going forward, if you decide that, you know, you want to reincorporate salt, my recommendation would be to use sea salt instead of using like the store brand or the iodized salts that they have. Pink Himalayan sea salt is good too, but of course, with anything, use in moderation. You know, just because they say that it's better for you or that it's healthy, it doesn't mean go crazy with it. So just, you know, go back and forth, try it for different dishes. So if you have soups, like kelp seasoning is great for soups. Kelp seasoning is great for salads. If you can just substitute it on certain things after the cleanse and then, you know, continue as you want with others, it's just giving you options to just know what your options are, essentially. Yeah, you can have that. I saved you some avocado. You can get a fork. Let me take the seed out. Oh, it broke.
I have a question about the meat, like when you make the meat out of the nuts, do you, for cashews, do you soak the cashews first?
Yes, I can't eat cashews. I used to be able to, but I can't eat cashews anymore. Huh? You're not hungry? Wow, that is a first.
No, it's not a first.
Girl, that is a first. But yes, so you should be soaking all of your nuts and even your seeds, your beans, any type of legumes before you prepare them. So that way you're releasing any sort of chemicals or gases that might be stored in them. And it also helps your body break it down because when you're eating them just dried, it's already gone through the process of kind of like dying away. But then when you add water to it and the nuts, the seeds, the legumes are absorbing the water, it kind of brings them back alive again, just like when you're planting seeds in a garden. So that way it does help your body digest the seeds and the nuts better, as well as helps with digestion. And it's just you adding another living component to your foods. This girl, what are you looking for? Okay. Were there any other questions that you all had? No? Okay. Well, we will wrap this up. I will make sure that I post the recipe to our group. And I'll also post it on the membership portal on the little carousel slide with the list of the ingredients broken down and a picture of this, at least the cute ones. And if you guys have any questions, just send it in the chat. And I will see you guys on Wednesday whenever we are preparing for our 30-minute guided meditation by Amethyst Goddess. Just make sure that you RSVP on the portal, and I'll also put the link in our chat. But if there's no other questions, I will let you guys get to bed, finish up work for those of you that are on the West Coast, and I will see you guys on Wednesday and also see you in the chat, probably shortly.
Thank you.
All right. Good night and good evening.
Morning.
Good morning. Yes. Bye.